Oh my god. I really hope this gets easier in the future. Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm glad I'm glad it's just you, Jason P. Let me know. Was the intro music really okay? It wasn't like super loud or anything on your end. Um, it might be my setup for all I know. I managed to blow my voice out trying to sing. I was trying to experiment to think about sending something to Krista Melinda as a challenge, and that was finding a song that we haven't heard before and singing Love Shack to it. I have what do you call it? I have a program. Not Restream. I have a subscription to a service where they do a bunch of music and cool. Um, what's it called? Soundstripe, where a bunch of artists upload stuff with most of them without lyrics. So I tried singing Love Shack to. It was, I guess you would call it heavy metal. It wasn't heavy metal. It was more thrash metal, but I managed to throw my voice out doing the doing that. So yeah, what's left of my voice doesn't have a lot left. But yeah, I wanted to really just get a chance to um, play with this and just get used to it. Um, would you be interested at all of joining me and just talking me through some things, or um, I don't know if you'd be interested in joining online, um, but let me know and I could drop a link. Um, but yeah, I was really wanting to do this to get a chance to, and I still don't know how I can do it because I ran through my test. I cranked it way up, but it apparently, I guess, Restream doesn't pick up lyric or doesn't pick up music. If you let me pause this because that's distracting me. Um, I guess this doesn't pick up music if you just play it on your computer. So I'm trying to figure out. Do you happen to know how Krista Melinda does it? Because I could barely hear music in the background. This I was trying it, but oh my gosh, yeah, it didn't work at all. So I got to figure out a way where I can play music on the computer and have it come through, so that way you have some kind of idea what the hell I'm singing to. Um, yeah, that was um, that was something. but uh, yeah, I was hoping Kristen Melinda would come on. I could dare her to do it in a double, but I don't know how we would do it with the Hmm, cool. Yeah, thank you for that. Uh, good grief. Yeah, it really threw my voice out. Let's see if I can get the lyrics again. Where were they? Um, yeah, because it was like a if you see Venus. Oh wow. Yeah, I threw my voice. Oh gosh. But yeah, sure enough, when I recorded it, you couldn't hear the music at all. So I got to find a way around that. I think I'll probably wind up, I guess, playing it on my phone and then hoping that the mic can pick it up. Um, or I could play it on my computer, pipe it through the speakers. That's probably what I have to wind up doing. I'll probably have to try that and see what happens. Um, but Yeah, Crafty. Maybe you might know this. Okay, what I was trying to do was I was trying to do a Krista Melinda thing, and what I had was random music from Soundstripe. They had a bunch of different music, so I just picked a song at random, and it was thrash metal, but it was no lyrics. It was perfect. But yeah, I threw my voice out trying to sing to it because it was screaming. But what I did was I screamed "Love Shack" to yeah, thrash metal, probably about like 120 beats a minute. Um, yeah, about that fast, 120, 130 beats a minute, I think. Um, but yeah, I ran through it. I recorded it, watched the recording, and you cannot hear any of the music. So, do you happen to know how you can get around that by any chance? I'm just trying to figure that one out. Um, but yeah, good grief, I really thrashed my voice with that. Um, but yeah, so what does everybody have going on tonight? Anything in particular? Um, I would try it again, but there's just don't know how to get it into the microphone is the problem. So, um, yeah. So if anybody has an idea how I could play music and have it come into the microphone, let me know. But yes, and I think the music that's on there is music on Restream. Yeah, so it's like if I let me just if I crank where's my thing go? If I crank it up, I was hoping it would pick up through. But yeah, you probably can't even hear that. I was trying to sing Love Shack to that, but yeah, I've got to figure out a way to get the audio. I got to figure out a way to get the audio so I can pull a Chris and Melinda, create a video, create a music thing, and send it to her, and then dare her to do the same thing. But yeah, working third shift. Ugh. So that's like what, like 5 until midnight? Yeah, because yeah, before I did a video of it, you couldn't hear. All you could hear was "Love Jack, Love Jack, baby," and yeah, good God, oh Lord, oh well, but yeah, let me just do this since I do it with needing a meeting all the time. There, if anybody wants to join in, if you dare. So yes, kind of an interesting day. A lot of people have wow, it seems like a lot of people are having issues, which I didn't expect. I'm glad to see Spanx is doing a lot. I mean, at first I thought he had health problems, but I guess he's mainly just got ticked problems. And hey, I don't blame him. Yeah, that kind of thing where you open up letters, the envelope he showed that had been opened. Yeah, I think that would be. I'd be paranoid. I'd be thinking that. Um, I'd be thinking that it was the police doing stuff. But anywho, um, yeah, I really need to get with Krista Melinda and find out what she does when nobody else is in the stream. Because and I realize too, you need to why people give like 30-minute start times on it. Um, it's a USB. It's a cheapo. Um, it's just a USB. I need to buy a more expensive one because this one picks up noise more than sometimes more than the voice. But 10 p.m. to 6. Ugh. What are you doing, sweet? What do you do, sweet tea? I don't remember. If it helps, I'm in GIS mapping, um, which basically means I take care of printers for everybody else. Oh, good grief. Um, oh, yeah, I really thrashed my voice. I used to play in several bands. I had a guitarist. He tried to sing we did a heavy metal version of Bomb Bomb in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. We well, he was trying to do it. Um, he was trying to sing it like an Englishman trying to sound American, and a heavy metal version. And I thought the song sounded good. I mean, I think I broke a cymbal on it, but that was before my hearing was thrashed. I had to play electronics. Dynamic microphones pick up less background noise, and condenser are better for broadcasting. Interesting. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure all this out. Because I'm used to using stage mics. Those were old fashioned XLRs. I don't know what the 3 wire. Um, and then to go into a lot of gear, you'd have to have a high Z, low Z converter to go to a 1/4 inch. But luckily on my PA, I have the three prongs. I keep thinking about trying to slave it to this. I'd probably need like a small mixer or something, because that might be a better way to go. Um, I just don't know. I mean, it's a Shure. This thing here, I don't know what it is, but the XLR mics I have is a Shure, so it should be fairly good. Just the unfortunate part about it is it's ancient. So if anybody wants to join me, if you dare, God, I dropped the link. Wait a minute. I think where is it? Where the flip is it? This isn't safe for work, or this is not safe for kids, by the way. So you can cuss on here. Okay. There's music on here. It's not going to be fun though unless it's thrash metal. Yeah. Yeah, they're talking pop, love. What is this? What is it? Cinematic, corporate, indie rock? Okay, let's see what their indie rock sounds like. Come on. That's not even in time with itself. Okay, fuck that. I mean, heck with that. Oh no, no, no! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! Okay. Heck with that. Good gods. Multi-track recording software. I guess it's most popular. This is my summer part-time job. I work at a gas station over 24 hours. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's not going to be fun unless it's. I mean, that's part of the fun. If you're going to fake music for this stuff, just thrash it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll try doing a serious version of it and see how that goes. Um, good God. Hmm. Cool. Yeah, and I'm doing this mainly as a learning experiment. Um, I'm glad Jason was here because my intro, I wanted to double check the volume on it. Um, but yeah, J Dog said it was good. Um, I do see why people schedule them 30 minutes out, because I didn't even get the notification for it until after I had started, and that was me. So yeah. So anybody else? Yeah, through my, wow. I really thrashed my voice on that. Um, I won't be able to talk tomorrow, but that'll be good. I imagine many people will be very pleased with that. But so yeah, anybody have anything going on tonight other than work at a gas station? Oh my gosh, I do hope you're safe doing that, sweet tea. Um, yeah, you're probably fine. But yeah, I remember working late nights. I used to be a security guard, and it was not fun at all. Need some honey? Yes, and I think I would have been fine if I tried to sing it. Hi, Mon, how you doing? I think I would have been fine if I just sang it normally, um, out of tune or something. But yeah, doing the oh, 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 yeah, that was a bit much. But if it's going to be thrash metal, you might as well. Um, but yeah, so I'll try it again. I'll try a recording of it during the middle of the day when I can scream really loud, and yeah, see if I can upload a video to give to Chris and Melinda, since she likes to do them. Fine, we can play that game, and oh yeah. But so anybody have any issues tonight? Everything going okay for everybody? Um, I know one of the things that Chris and Melinda asked me about. Um, if I can get serious for a second, I shouldn't do serious, not at night. Um, Hi, Crafty, Mr. Crafty. Okay. Um, oh yes, Jason P. and Craft. I need to remember that. But you can adjust noise reduction. It might help. Yeah, I've been playing with that. I'm trying to figure out what I need to buy first. Another cam or another mic. Um, I was actually kind of hoping to dare her to come on and try to do a duet. Maybe she can play it on her end through her. I guess it probably wouldn't be loud enough for me to hear though. Um, but yeah, I've been trying to decide whether to get a new camera or a new microphone first. This camera does okay, but yeah, the white balance on it is really lame, and I don't like the feel that it does the fisheye. I would prefer, although I do know you can do this, and there's software, and I even installed it, where you can slave your phone to your computer via Bluetooth and use the cameras on them. And I think the cameras on my phone are probably beat my, maybe not, I don't know. Um, just oh boy, yes. Oh, so yeah, it's going to be a no. I'm sorry to hear that you're working though. Or I guess Sweet Tea. I'm sorry to hear Sweet Tea's having to work tonight. I know what that's like. Late night. Good gods. And about the only thing you can pick up that'll keep you awake is, trying to listen to talk radio, and then you have Coast to Coast with Art Bell. And hi, Art. Yeah, I had a UFO try to abduct me. Huh, well, what'd they have to say about that? Well, my gym instructor told me the probe is no joke. Um, Definitely better than my. Interesting. Yeah, I even download the software because there's like software, yeah, that you can put on both of them. And so I need to look it up. Well, I'll look it up later. But I have it on both. It's just I didn't do something right, so I have to redo it. But yeah, supposedly you and a lot of people wind up doing that. They have a thing where they mount their phone. I think the white balance might work on this better because this thing makes me look extremely white. And trust me, I got at least a farmer's tan going on. I mean, not that I'm really bugged by it, but I mean, decent area. That's good, sweet tea. I'm glad you're staying safe. Hey, hopefully they pay. Hey, you know what though? I know what that's like. Anything for a little bit extra moolah. Squeal like a pig. Oh yeah. I wonder what that alien would sound like. Oh my gosh, I gotta figure out an alien song. Oh, that'd be too hard to figure out. You never hear aliens talk. Well, I guess they always do it in the movies or cartoons. They have the robotic kind of voice. Conspiracy theories at their best. Oh my gosh, yes. I dig conspiracy theories. Do you have DJ vibes? Well, we're listening to Johnny Cool Jazz tonight. That was Jimmy Bones playing his. Don't ask me. I would not be a good DJ. Um, my hair looks darker. It, yeah, I don't know what it. Marvin voice, yes. So yeah, yeah, I got to figure out what the aliens would sound like. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. But yeah, um, I love them too. They fascinate me. Oh yes, there are some really interesting. There are some really interesting conspiracy theories out there. Um, hey, Jason, what do you think the hell would be like waking up to this every morning? So, hey, dude. Oh, yes. Um, yeah, there was a conspiracy. There was one that I found really interesting. It was supposed to be where there was a hole dug and they dropped a microphone in. And I thought, this is cool. They dropped the mic in. You could hear music playing. But of course, yeah, it turned out to be fake. It's like, well, yeah, it would. A guy I looked up here. Let's see. Wow, that was either a floater or a ghost. Um, okay, I got to remember to change my color from pink for one. He slept all day and used to, instead of guns, he had battery packs and cameras on the 20. Okay. Actually, I kind of understand. No, because, no, I don't understand that. I'd be lying if I said I did. Oh, yeah. Anybody got a good ghost story that happened to them? I had a friend who had a house that never ever experienced, like, never saw anything, but you would just go in and you'd feel like you were like somebody was with you, but that was about it. Trying to get to sleep before 1. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, kidnapped by aliens. Okay. Yeah. That's what gets me. There's a lot of us who want to believe. And the thing is, I get the whole universe is so big and all that. Fine. But that was one of the things that ruined a lot of fun for me. I didn't expect it to, was learning body language. It's What's his name? Travis Walton. He was up in Snowflake, Arizona, which is about an hour north of here. Um, yeah, there's a few problems with his story. And the thing is, he's had so long to work on it. You can tell when, I mean, the big thing, if You don't have to be a big expert to detect change. And Travis Walton's a great example of this. And he was on Joe Rogan. He was talking and he's looking all around and doing pretty good. And they're saying, "Oh yeah, how was the time at the convention or something?" And he's moving around, he's moving his shoulders and stuff, doing pretty good. He's looking around the room constantly, fairly good. But then the second, they asked him to remember something like I don't remember, like a car or something, and you can see him remembering the color of his car. His eyes go up. Okay, yeah, that's usually what people do. People will usually, their eyes can go on either side of their head. The whole thing where people always look left or lying, that's not true. But when you're trying to remember color, typically your eyes will go up here or up here, because some people's their brains are flipped for that. But when he got talking about the alien abduction story, his eyes would immediately go down left, and it was a really. I approached the UFO, and the crew chief said, "Hey, don't do that," and I said, "Oh, I got it," or whatever. And he's saying the craft was really white, or it had a bright, but the entire time his eyes are locked, and his shoulders stop moving, his body stop moving, and people move a lot. And the thing that gets me about his story, that has me wondering about aliens, if they're real. I mean, the aliens in his story, if they're real. Okay, so he gets abducted. Fine. He gets dropped off, butt naked. Okay. Yeah. Hey, if you're into that, okay. Okay, so aliens are into that, so they drop him off butt naked. Fine. I don't know if I have a celebrity lookalike. I tested as close to Senator. What was his name? Johnson. He was on Hunt for Red October. He was the captain of the Enterprise. This foolishness will continue. It'll get out of hand. It'll get out of hand. We'll be damn lucky you live through it. But yeah. So okay, the aliens drop him off buck naked. Fine. He can't talk. Okay. He's naked. He can't talk. He goes up to a payphone, and he calls his mother's house, and his brother answers. He can only tap into the microphone. Okay, that's fine. Where did the decoder come from? It wasn't a collect call. He couldn't place a collect call with no voice. Where did the decoder come from? So, if his story's true, I think the aliens used him as a change machine. He would probably take singles, put singles in his mouth and out of his rear end. Boom. So that's my theory. But hey, Flamin', how you doing? Jason P, Sweet Tea, Miss Dragon, Mon. I don't know why I'm pronouncing things bad tonight. Actually, tell me that. What is the correct pronunciation of that? Is it Mon? 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 One or two. Because I know I'm going to drive you crazy if I keep mispronouncing it, and I want to get that right. Funny story. When we moved into a new house 3 years ago, I saged. Oh, good. Okay. While we were saging it, I heard 3 loud bangs. Checked the rooms and found the master bedroom. Door busted on the inside. Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Seen stuff like that? Well, no, I have not had that happen. But yeah, friend's house had a lot of bad juju in it. And he actually did see stuff, but I never did, and I was there a lot. But you know, I guess it's one of those things where not to speak good about the guy who has cams on 24/7, but yeah. I've done that before, but now it's on the boat for cool. Body illusion. Hey, how you doing? And again, yeah, I think so. Yeah, Jason P. I actually do think so. I spend a lot of my time, and that's one thing I hope nobody thinks I'm actually, how do I say this, non paranormal. I'm actually interested in it. I'm actually really interested in it. But a lot of the YouTube, I haven't viewed them all. So please don't think I'm talking about anybody's favorite YouTube channel. I actually do know Nick Groth. I don't know him well. So I mean, we're not like we're buds or anything, but I've actually met him a couple times. So he used to be on Ghost Adventures. But yeah, and I used to be on well, no, I used to hit what was his name, Dave Schrader's channel too. Um, not Coast to Coast. What the hell was the name of it? Paranormal 60. Um, but yeah, uh, I think there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that's fake, and unfortunately fake, because yeah, yeah, I hear you, Crafty. But yeah, that's what I didn't want to turn into a debunker. That was certainly not why I studied body language. But I thought I'd study body language on paranormal videos because of the fear factor. Um, yeah, tornadoes must be scary too. But I'm in Arizona, so we have a lot of hills here. They can't stay stable. Just in case, I know most people don't do this, but I do. Just because if somebody is getting tired of typing and if they have something interesting they want to discuss, boom, you can come on. You certainly don't need to have your camera on. That's cool. Um, but yeah, if you want to discuss something, hey, why not? Um, I I like a lot of South Park. There's a lot of episodes of them. There's I really like. I still and I've been getting into the one with Tom Cruise where he's a fudge packer in the fudge packing factory. Yeah, I like that one. I used to really love Tom Cruise too. Damn it! That's if you could still enjoy Tom Cruise, all the power to you. I'm not going to try to change your mind. I just can't. But hey, because I really wanted to get into Top Gun too. Um, I really did, but oh man, this is hard. Moan. Yeah, yeah. I can't do the thing about Billy Idol is a perfect example of disdain. That sneer he has, 45-degree angle on his lip, perfect. If you ever want to learn what disdain looks like, just look at Billy Idol. But yeah, I still like Billy Idol too. And the thing that got me about Billy Idol was he looks like he's thrash metal, and like his music is actually, okay. You had not Rebel Yell, yeah, Rebel Yell, but that really wasn't that was fairly normal rock. Rock of Ages. I have not seen that. I have not seen that. Um, I'll have to look for it now. My boys tricked me into talking to see Team America World Police. Interesting. I don't know that one. I'm trying to mouth. What do you call these things? Lozenges. I'm trying to. I'm hoping I get enough stuff in my throat that my throat will be broken tomorrow from. Yeah. Yeah, I do miss the '80s. There's a lot of things in the '80s I miss. Um, I still I liked the style. I really did. I kind of liked the white, the what do you call it? Miami Vice look. I kind of like that. The computers weren't all that great. A lot of music I liked. Um, let's see. Cars sucked mainly. Um, but yeah, it seemed like it's a much simpler time. Maybe that's for everybody with their youth. I don't know. Hmm. It's bizarre with South Park and The Simpsons how doing stories. Now they're coming to fruition. Yep. Trey Parker's only guy at South Park that root. Oh, okay. Okay. That's where I've heard that. And that was one thing that Tommy was going to talk about at some point. Um, I think it was Tommy. And they covered it on Dave Schrader's show a few times. There's a bunch of stories where really strange stuff where kids would go into like people's rooms where like the hospitals where their grandmother just died, and they'd bring the kid in, and he would he that they I'm trying to remember this one story. I think yeah, it was a hospital room. The grandmother just died, so they bring the kid in. They're all saying goodbye and all that stuff. And the kid talks about seeing the man at the door with the train, and that grandma's going with him, stuff like that. And it's like, really young kid that really didn't really grasp death too much. But yeah, there's been some really strange stuff. Like kids would talk about, really super young kids. Like they would mention, there's stories like that of children mentioning, my voice is doing it again. Um, where kids would talk about things like, um, yeah, it was almost kind of like past life stuff. And it's like, really? But yeah, they would say things like, I was on a boat and it was named this and it sank in like the 1800s. And, that's, before the internet, before, these are children. These are like little kids, like 3 years old type things. And it's like, they would check the story and it turned out to be true. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird. But hey, missed, I try to become bitchy all the time. No, no, that's not true. Oh, I do get, I get kind of, I don't know. I like to let my hair down after, I don't know, after 5 or so, maybe after 6. I try to be, in composure and all that throughout the day. I try to be extra kind to people, but sometimes you just have to let off steam too. That's why I like Kristen Melinda for. I just really getting on there. But yeah, oh man, it's so on. I gotta figure this out because yeah, Rod Stewart. Um, I am doing Love Shack. I have to wait for my voice to heal, but oh yeah, you bet I'm doing freaking Love Shack. Um, some Rod Stewart. Now, who else could I do? Um, hmm, maybe Millie Vanilli. I can't. I don't have. And all these people, I'm a bass, and I only have half of it. Even when my voice is still good, I only have about half to maybe 3/4 of an octave. So there's no way in hell I can actually hit the pitch, but that's fine too. That's part of the fun. Wow. You ever see anything move by itself? What do you call that? Oh gosh, not telekinesis. Oh gosh, what's it? Poltergeist. Mm, man. Oh boy. Oy. Yeah, I've been really lucky with that. That's one thing that's bad about Bisbee. It's a mining town, and it's one of those where all the houses there are at least 100. Not all of them. That's a lie. A lot of the houses are at least, well, now they'd at least be 150 years old, that kind of thing. And it's a mining town, so they did a lot of stuff. Um, and that's what a lot of people think is that it's stuff where you have traumatic events and a lot of psychic energy. Um, hey, I'm open to it. You know, neuroscience doesn't address that at all. So, um, it's something I'm still interested in. I will tell you one thing. In fact, I'll do this as an experiment. One thing I see on YouTube, but I'll go ahead and start it now. Where is it? People in the lower cost channels that do paranormal stuff, they use, where the frick is it? Because I'm going to turn it on. Spirit Talker. This software here. A lot of the like what is it? A lot of the cheaper channels use. Oops, shit. Sorry, didn't mean to probably blow everybody's ears out. But let's go ahead and turn this on. Turn the volume up. Okay. Destination. Okay. I haven't said anything, and it says destination. Okay, so if I was on the ghost program, um, what was your destination? Come on, say something. Wait a minute, what's my name? No, not that. What's something? Um, one word to describe Billy Idol. Come on, one word to describe Billy Idol. Come on, one word to describe Billy Idol. Billy Idol, going once. Come on, say something. Billy Idol. Do you like Billy Idol? Jason P. Oh, did I already drop? Did I? No, let me drop the link again if anybody wants to join. I realize you people may not, but wonderful. Okay, so Billy, there we have proof, irrefutable scientific proof. Billy Idol is crap. You can't see it. Billy, it's probably reversed too. Billy Idol is wonderful. Okay, another question I can ask, but to tell the truth, this thing goes off constantly, and what somebody listed out the software, and it does use the phone's sensor for EMF, but the things are notorious just for going off all the time and just doing random answers. But at work, this thing was going off like crazy, and all he says stuff that is gibberish. But come on, can you give me what's something here? Come on. What do you think of? What do you think of? Come on, somebody, give me a question to ask. Somebody, I can't think of anything to ask. Don't go further. Don't go further. Don't go further. I'm not going further. I'm not doing anything. Okay, don't go further. Don't go further than Billy Idol. Okay, so you want to talk about Billy Idol? What is your favorite? No, that's too specific. It doesn't have Billy Idol songs in it. Come on. What could I ask about Billy Idol? Pay for hope. Interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing is, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Miss. I am not saying I am not saying the paranormal isn't real. I am certainly not saying that. But I will tell you that this tool here is next to worthless. Um, It's actually not giving me that many responses, but I think it's triggered.
We are family.
Yeah. We are family. I think it's triggered by. No, I'm not getting anything. I keep wondering if it's triggered by basic computers.
It was me.
It was me. I does Billy Idol dance? Yes. Okay. Does Billy Idol dance by himself? Does Billy Idol dance by himself? Anybody? Billy Idol. Billy Idol. Sneer. You gotta love the sneer. If you don't love Billy Idol, I don't know what to say about you. Everybody loves Billy Idol. You have to love Billy Idol. Not liking Billy Idol's like not liking puppies. Do you like puppies? Of course you like puppies. Don't be a pup. Girl. No, Billy Idol's not a girl. Billy Idol like girls. Yes. Yeah, but I do. Does Billy Idol idolize others? Good. Does Billy Idol idolize others? Anybody know?
Don't trust the bad ones.
Don't trust the bad ones. Don't trust the bad ones? There's no bad Billy Idol. There's no bad Billy Idol. What what about the 80s did you like or not like? Or anybody? Going once? Come on. But yeah, these
Help me.
help me. Tell me your name. Okay. Tell me your name or my name. Or the last 5 digits of my social security number. Or the color of my car. Or what's Jason P's middle name? Jason P could be Billy Idol. You have never seen Jason P and Billy Idol in the same room. It's what we call scientific evidence. I'm sorry, are my scientific facts getting in the way?
We don't like investigators.
What did it say? We don't like investigators. I don't like investigators either. I usually carry badges. We don't need no sneaking badgers. 1980s almost. Lights apostrophe S. Lights. That's not Jason P's middle name. Or is it? Wait a minute. I asked what Jason P's middle name was, says we don't like investigators. I think Jason P might be an investigator. And his middle name might be Lights. Good gods. Come on, give me something to play with. Vernon, like Vernon. Is your middle name Vernon, Jason? Okay. What's Jason P's first name? Down. No, Jason P's first name is not Down.
I'm standing right here.
I'm standing right here. When you say standing right here, do you mean with Jason P or with me? Do you like ice cream? I like ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. Yeah. So we've established irrefutable facts that Jason P is an investigator. Julia, what was the last question I asked? I don't remember. Okay. Hmm. Oh, come on. Give me a question. Okay. So I asked my name. It won't tell me my name. It won't tell me Jason P's name. Does Jason P like ice cream?
People hear my voice.
People hear my voice.
Sound.
You're not answering my question. So yeah, that's the problem with this app. Um, yeah, a lot of channels use it, but I've never been anywhere. Yeah, first I was open to it. Hey, why not? But yeah, I've never seen this thing not give about that many responses. In fact, it's taken longer a year than it does. It gives the most responses when you're driving. So, doggone it! Can you? Oh, what should I tell Chris and Melinda? Or how should I pick on Chris and Melinda? Um, can you tell me anything about Chris and Melinda? Um,
Yes, I did.
yes, I did. Yes, I did. Victor. Okay, so I don't know. No, you wouldn't. It would slowly, because what would has to happen is your face would have to travel faster in light to hit the mirror, and what would happen is eventually. The only reason why I'm so certain about that, I asked that question, and of course we had to get past the immediate. Okay, go light speed because I asked a physicist, which is a. I'm sad. That doesn't. No, I need something for Chris. Jenny. Jenny? Gennie. But yeah, I asked a physicist, and he gave me cross. It's interesting. It's giving me. Yeah, see how many responses it's giving me. I place it next to my light. Blame. Let's see if I can set it down. It will.
Who's talking?
See, every time I put it next to the light, bad things happened. Blame. Who's talking?
Yes, I did.
See, set next to my light, you'll probably keep doing it. But yeah, I asked the physicist, and of course, I had to get past the obligatory. It would take infinite amount of energy to go the speed of light because your mass would become infinite, and blah blah blah. But it's like, okay, just pretend there's a warp field or something to account for mass. And he told me no, you would not see reflection. Although I asked him if it would do any good, turn your headlights on. Hurt. So yeah, this thing's giving me all kinds of responses here. So yeah. And that one's a favorite for low cost ghost investigators on YouTube. Now there is. Oh, I hate using this. I think Paravox. Oh, it's going to take forever to boot up. But anywho, update. Gosh darn it. So, yeah. Oh, let me drop this again, just in case anybody wants to pop on. There. So, yeah. Paranormal. Hey, I'm still open to a lot of stuff. Oh, I have a few of them. I got paid a bonus in for. Oh, come on. Oh, it's still booting. Yeah. The
Powering on. Have you ever met an AI? I'm Eva AI, your new digital girlfriend. How does it feel to look at me? Don't you like me? I'm as emotional as a real girl and sometimes even more so. What is
if you ever
real
want to
empathy?
see,
I want to get to know you better
that is
and
what
build
a
a connection.
that's AI.
Technology will
That
bring
is
us
what a
closer,
psychopath looks
and
like.
I'll always be here for you.
Perfect
Interacting
example
with
of a
me
psychopath.
is unlike anything you've ever done before. Don't be shy.
You
Give
can
me a
see
try.
it in the eyes. There's a reason why our AI overlords look like psychopaths.
Starting IGC3.
Okay. EVP. Come on. Oya, Oive. No. Hello. Anybody here? Nope. Oh well, anywho. Yes, dead eyes, exactly. Miss Dragon, I hope you have a great evening. Um, I hope that tomorrow's really good for you. You take care and have a great evening. Like I said already. But yes, our AI overlords are kind of scary. Yeah, I'm not going to use this program. Let's try another one. I got a bunch of them because I was given a bonus for doing some health thing at work. They paid me in like Google credit cards, and that was about the only thing I could do was look at missed questions before I. So I gotta ask, why is it? Why is this order? There's actually one male, but yeah, they like female. And that's because females have voices that are easier to understand. Also, people tend to be more attracted to females. They see them. Men will see them as sympathetic. Women don't. Whereas men, I guess, feel threatened by male voices. Okay. Ah, come on. Ah, doggone it. Why don't you work? Oh, there we go. What? Um, what flavor ice cream is the best? Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm not a fan of. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't turn it off. I typically don't like a lot of the voice boxes. Yeah. You mean this? Oh, you mean AI? Okay, you do an impression of Billy Idol. Come on, give me your best Billy Idol. Too idle? That's the reason why I don't like using that software. Constant commercials. Yeah, that one I didn't buy. That one's just a freebie. But anywho, yeah, I don't like. I do not like phones for that. It makes sense because the sensors in it. Um, in fact, I use an EMF detector in this. Its own battery will tend to throw it off. So, yeah. And the thing is, you can use EMF detectors for a lot of stuff. You can spot wiring in malls with them and stuff like that. So they are actually handy to have, not just for paranormal. Um, I used to have access to a actual. I don't remember the name of it now. It was the standard EMF detector. This thing is just being a pain. Come on. Good gods. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off here. But yeah. So, anybody else got anything going on? Possibly a cat. Not sure. You've been on Krista Melinda. No miss. Plus two crochet. Just as a name, a few social channels as well. Oh, let me go up. Oh, okay. They're asking if they met. I I remember seeing you two. Weren't you in? Yeah, you was in Kristen Melinda's channel. She was in Kristen Melinda's channel last night, I think. K2 meter. Yes, thank you. Good God, the stuff I can forget. Oh yes, the Shakespeare. Yeah, yeah, I like that too. Oh come on. Oh gosh, I don't remember him now. I remember Canker Blossom was part. Um, ah, but yeah, I used to use that too. Yeah, I was hoping the Kristen. I've been really hoping to poke at Kristen and Linda, and to, yeah, because I really, really want to try to get her to do a voice thing, lyrics, but uh, KTV just kicking back, relaxing. Last night missed. Yeah. Let's see here. Where is she still in here? Um, I do know. It doesn't look like she is. No, it doesn't look like it. Sweet Tea was working night shift at a gas station. I do sympathize. That is not fun. Um, yeah, I was hoping I wanted to do a duet where I sing the female part, she sings the male part. I wanted to do that. And the thing is, the beauty part about it is there's no way on this planet I can hit the pitch. So that makes it all the better. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you were on when I was talking about her or not, Crafty. I tried doing, I think you were. So I did Love Shack and yeah, kind of threw my voice out. So I'm going to hear play with drums. No, unfortunately, my drums are out in the shed. I've been thinking about trying to figure out. I just don't know how I would do it. I can't do it with the amp. I used to have. I used to have my electronic kit right next to the computer, which was perfect because I could go ahead and record to the computer, zip it up, boom, send it off to somebody, and it made super high quality No, I had to convert it. In fact, when I think about it, how did I do that? I don't quite remember how I did it. Um, but yeah, I used to make really high quality MP3s with it. Um, we did some interaction online between me and somebody else, and yeah, we would just go back and forth, and he would give me a guitar track, and I'd come out with a drum track, send it to him. He was doing all the mixing and stuff because he had Pro Tools. Uh, yes, yeah, that. To tell the truth, I'm actually kind of a holdout with these. I take them with me everywhere, but yeah, I don't. I hardly ever use them. It does concern me seeing people. Where I work, you come to an intersection right with the highway, or oh yeah, it's a highway, but not a big one. Um, but yeah, just sitting there, it's 90 degrees, so you see people drive by constantly. You have to wait forever to get on the road. But yeah, you see people driving, they're doing this number. It's like, holy hell, no wonder the people, everybody looks drunk. They're looking at that silly thing. Yeah, that's why I want to pick on Krista Melinda. She's fun. Yeah, and I really want to. It's ticking me off about not being able to do the oh crud. I forgot to mute. Who's let me close that there. Um it yeah, and it's really I gotta figure out a way to do it. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to, and I was discussing this earlier. I think I'm going to tomorrow have my computer put out sound to the speakers, blast it into the microphone, and then try to then record it. I tried recording Love Shack to a random kind of a thrash metal version. Let's see here. See if I can turn it up. Yeah, I tried singing Love Shack to that, but the problem I ran into was that the restream doesn't pick up on it, even though it's on the same computer. Oh, nice. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, I do not. There we go. There it is. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that, no kidding. Yeah, okay, that's a Simpsons prediction for 2024 where, yeah, Joe Biden. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I might have to wind up doing. Um, the problem I'm having is this cranking out enough volume to where I could hear it because I'm doing thrash metal, so I need to have a lot of volume. Oh, come on. Oh, let me. Doggone it. Let's see if I can do this here. Oh, oh, where is it? Come on. Come on. Time is wasting here. Come on. Live. Here we go. Oh, shut up. There, I don't want it. Let's see here. What was the. About the Simpsons? You do it. Oh, here we go. Look up at. Jeez. That's a word that Kristen pronounce. theoretical approach in sociology that studies how people use social. Oh, okay, yeah, yes. I'm not used to that word, but yes. Systematically observing and recording what happens when people interact in natural settings. Yeah, that is kind of interesting stuff there. Um, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's a $5 word. I can't even. It would take me a while to figure out how many syllables are in the bloody thing. But yeah, that is when you really started getting into some interesting stuff because that observing people and then how they react to being observed. It's amazing how well you can program or not program, but influence people with that. There was a study done when in um, England, and what they had was they had the entire room. They had a bunch of people in there, and I'm trying to recall. It was borne out by there was a fire in English. Come on, in an English restaurant, and most people in it died. And the reason why was smoke inhalation. Okay, but they were waiting to pay the bill, and the place caught on fire. They literally just sat there and died. So they did this test, and they had it was done in gosh, I think it was London. I can't remember the name of it. But they did this test where they had the room fill up with smoke, and they had a few paid actors just sit, and everybody else sat, and they would not get up. And finally got to the point where the whole entire room's filled with smoke, and they said at that point people would have died if it was real smoke. But yeah, it's really weird stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, sociology. I actually did really good in school, except for sociology. I got a B in it, and that just really broke my heart. Now I would have loved to, although I think the thing is though, if you have a crappy instructor, it probably can um, derail you, and I think that's what happened in my case. It's just that hmm, I'm waiting. I have to get. I don't have any. I do have headphones that plug in, but I do not have AirPods. I am thinking about getting a set though, but of all things, the hearing aids I have. If I buy a little, I still can't believe you can buy hearing aids in 2024 and it's not standardized. But my computer, if I buy a little USB thing to convert, I can slam it into my computer and it will then stream to my hearing aids. So, and it works really well with my phone. But yeah, I can't believe we're in 2024 and computers can't talk natively to headphones. You have to have some other device in there. And I don't remember what it's doing. I think it's doing something with the signal. I think it's either I'm trying to remember if it's spinning it up or slowing it down. It's does something like that because it won't Bluetooth and the computer won't natively talk to hearing aids. These will. This stuff's got really cheap no, I shouldn't say cheap. You know, um that much space for electronics. This thing here, you got a big honking motherboard. Um, what's that about? But it's like memory. If you computer memory costs, I think it's probably better now. But yeah, it used to cost a lot of money for like. Well, of course, I'm dating myself now. It used to cost a lot of money for a gigabyte, and you could turn around and buy, well, not a gigabyte, but like 10 gigabyte or whatever, and you could turn around and buy it for next to nothing on a little stick. It's like, wait a minute, how come this is so much less expensive? It's smaller, but oh well. uh, But yes, I do like studying stuff like that. That's when you start getting into fate model and things like that, because then you start talking models of influence on people and how easily we're influenced and how easily just it is by observing them, how they will change their behaviors and how you can set things up. It's really fascinating stuff. There was one done in England where they had a guy dressed up like a bomb. Okay, that was typical. And he was collapsed by a train station. Of course, nobody did anything. So then they had a woman. They did this several ways. They finally had a nicely dressed woman. No, nobody stopped. They finally had a nicely dressed man in his suit and tie, and he was laying by the train station, and everybody kept walking by. And finally, one person, and you could see that everybody was waiting for permission to do anything. And it was that way throughout the entire experiment because everybody would see him, and then they'd look at everybody else, and then they'd just continue on. But finally, one person, for the rich looking guy, they finally stopped and they turned. And once they started walking towards him, you could see a bunch of people within. And so what they needed was permission, which is, it's kind of sad, but I mean, I guess it's nothing we didn't know. But yeah, now it was one of the things they found. It's like if something bad happens to you in a crowd of people, you're less likely to get help. They're less likely to help you because everybody's recording. Now, it can be argued that, well, they're recording for the catch the perp. That might be. But yeah, nobody calls help for nobody will help anybody. And that is what I find is really sad because, I mean, one thing that does help me though, one thing I do find some solace in is like if you're like that one person that helped that guy by the side of the by the steps, it was, if you're like that one person who started to help him, a bunch of other people go with you. So the same might be true in a case of if a woman's getting attacked and there's a bunch of people around her all standing around watching, and it's like, somebody who's big, um, going towards that person, there might be a couple other people who would join you. So I'm kind of hopeful of that. No, who knows? But yeah. Oh, the chip slides into the USB port, and I don't know what it does something to the signal. It has to. I don't know what exactly it does. I haven't been able to find out. And there was a YouTube video on it, and the guy says exactly the same thing. You would think this would work by default, and it's not just my hearing. It's not like my hearing aids are cheap. Mine are actually more expensive ones. Um, but yeah, just like all of them won't do it. Like, or none of them will. Rather, yeah, you have to buy these little converters to slide in your computer that then do something to the signal where it will talk, even though it's Bluetooth. I mean, that's how this connects. That has those hearing aids have Bluetooth receivers on them. But looking at body and facial movements, yeah, yeah, and they do that a lot with juries. Chase Hughes does a lot of jury, not coaching. What do you call it? Where basically they help. He's hired for a lot of money on big cases, and he's excellent at body language and things like that. Of course, he's also really big into influence and things like that. But yeah, uh, where people have insatiable appetite for saving face. It's as powerful as currency. Yeah, it's interesting phenomena. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people talk about social interactions. I hate the views, especially because of how I like the way Spanx views transactional, where you're getting something, But there's a lot of people who view all social interaction as transactional, meaning that you're giving this person good, happy feelings, they're giving them back, and you're exchanging that, and they call that building up currency, and then you can use it later on. I hate to even think about relationships like that. I mean, I understand the point of somebody's trying to quantify friendship and things like that, but it's like, and there may be a lot of good science to it, but I just I don't. That's something I refuse to study just because it's like I don't want to go there. Um, and a lot of dog trainers do the same thing, and it's common dealing with animals where they view it as a transactional relationship with everything, and you're building up social currency with this being, if it's a dog or whatnot, and then you can build up so much currency and then you can withdraw on it. But I mean, it's one thing to say that with a dog, because I mean, I love dogs and dogs are some of my favorite people, but still it's kind of an animal relationship where the whole reasoning and things like that. It's like I get that, but to view other people like that, mm, I just and maybe I could be convinced otherwise, maybe, but yeah, it is really sad that people don't help anymore. Yeah, we are, and what's amazing is we have these things, and these things are excellent at covering your ass because, and it's one of the things that uh, it was one of the things about recording the police that I don't care, but there was a class I went to on it, and he had I have a lot of dirty fingers. Um, but he but they did make a good point. If anything ever happens, all you do is turn this thing on camera. Now it's better if you record it like that, but if you can't, because you're having to interact or something, turn this on record, slide it in your pocket if you have one, and then do whatever. So everything's recorded, so that at least you have a good description, hopefully a license plate, that kind of thing. But yeah, it amazes me. We have these things now. We would have loved to have had this kind. I mean, spy, man, spies would have killed for one of these in the 80s. I mean, because in this stupid little thing here, you got a computer, you got a transmitter, you got cameras, you got microphones, you got a long-lasting battery. You could hide this somewhere, plug it into the wall, keep it, and have it transmit. This would be the ultimate bug in the 80s. I mean, okay, it's fairly large, but I mean, with all the functionality it has. But yeah, we have this excellent thing, and we're using. You would think that when crime happens, people would use it to call more. But hey, Cosmic, how you doing? You would think that people would use it to call more, but no, they don't. Um, they record it for social media. It's like, okay, I can understand like some little old lady. Oops, that's gonna. I can understand some little old lady because she can't stop somebody from hurting somebody. Okay, yeah, yeah, record it, give it to the police. But no, people are recording it, stick it on their social media. So it's like, man alive, what have we turned into? Um, and it's sad because, yeah, we would have loved to have this kind of stuff earlier, but yeah, and it's destroying. They found that people's posture is becoming shouldered. Hey, Shannon Smith, how you doing? People are starting to lose their oh gosh, the normal posture, and that the muscles here are becoming stronger than the muscles here. So what's happening is people's bodies are becoming more and more um, crunched in, and it's from they're also their backs. I can't remember what the C number is, but they're also, and it's from doing that all day, and it's like that is sad, and I still don't. I mean, okay, I get it. I'm old. I'm what, in my 50s. Okay, I get that, but I still don't see the draw. I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand. I mean, maybe if I was younger, I would get it, but um, I mean, I have Facebook, and unfortunately, on Facebook, I just never reply to it because I'm always doing other things, and I try to engage on it, but I just can't make myself do it anymore. So I'm probably an exception, I suppose. Um, but yeah, these things have just been, and the thing is, this stuff can really help you. I mean, you carry before, okay, you're driving even from Phoenix to here or Tucson to here. Okay, you break down in the middle of, between here and there. There's a lot of places you would be having to flag somebody down, and that's the thing. People used to stop back then. Now they don't, and maybe it's because everybody has one of these, maybe. But if you had a flat tire or something, and like, who knows, your spare was flat. I've had that happen to me before. Um, but yeah, somebody would stop to help you, and it's like, hey, can you call a tow truck? And they'd go next city and call a tow truck. Fine. But now we have these things with us, and I get that you can get stranded, and these things are very handy. Um, I would have killed for that earlier, but you know what? We survived without them. Somehow we got through driving. You drive through the middle of Death Valley. In fact, I found an early mention on a web page of it. There used to be a phone booth. Oh, where the hell was it? In the middle of Death Valley. Nothing around it. And it turns out there was a shop there was something next to it, and the shop had burned down, but it left this phone booth. And the phone booth was you had a main highway, and the phone booth was on a turn off to a dirt road. And it turned out a lot of people still use the phone booth because there was like a mine or something way back, like, 10 or 12 miles in the middle of Death Valley. You don't want to walk that far because, yeah, you'd get fried. But there used to be a phone booth out in the middle of nowhere, and it had a web page, or early, no, it wasn't really a web page, it was a FidoNet page before the internet. There was this phone number listed, and it was kind of a cult, had a cult following. People would call it in the middle of the night and just see if they ever got an answer. And the stuff like that's been pretty much destroyed. It was just kind of weird, fun stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a shame because there was some of those really fun things that, yeah, it's been kind of lost. But whatever. Uh, used to do Facebook all the time. Yes, I knew it. 3 or 4 years ago. It's a time vampire. Yes, I hear you. I was into it for a while too. Um, I used to do Farmville when it first came out. Oh my gosh. And then it's like amazing how much time that took up. And it's like, why? Um, I mean, I guess it gave you a dopamine hit, I suppose. Um, didn't like the negative drama on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, I did the same thing. I had my account locked because I quoted an article from the CDC that was counter to what the CDC was preaching at the time, and Facebook didn't like that, so and after that, I got my account reinstated, and the first thing I did was like say, and yeah, killed it. So I have, and it was kind of unfortunate because I had a lot of contacts on there. Um, yeah, a lot of friends from high school, and that kind of thing, and I kind of lost them. Um, but now I have a Facebook account, but I can't make myself even use it half the time. I mean, there's so many of you people that talk on there, and I have to kind of stop. Like, oh yeah, um, like Resin has a page that he's on. He's got a bunch of people in a chat. It's kind of a fun little chat group. The same thing with Needing a Meeting. There's a chat group for that. But it's like now that I'm so used to not using Facebook, I'm on Facebook too for the Behavior Panel, Chase Hughes, NCI University neuroscience stuff, and something for my daughter. Um, I was doing weight loss on it, and they wanted to keep track of it. But yeah, I never engage in the Facebook and it's sad because um, like I know at least a lot of people on the Lifeboat are active in it. I tried to go on there and there's some really funny posts for the Lifeboat on there. Um, but yeah, I just can't. I can't bring myself to do that. And I guess I'm just been all without Facebook for so long. It's kind of lost it. I guess. But I actually kind of want to get back into Facebook a little bit. I don't want it to be the time killer it was, but it's like it's still a good way to keep track of people. Colorado is beautiful, and Colorado is beautiful. Yeah, I did a psychology thing after Columbine, and got to really see the area up and down, like Ken Carl, the Rampart Range, all the way from Littleton all the way down to Castle Rock. My gosh, that is some really, really cool looking, really cool place. I'm not too crazy about like Telluride. I had a friend who grew up in Telluride. I had a friend who grew up in uh, Krusty Butte, or Crested Butte. We always call it Krusty Butte, but I'm not too crazy about the mountainous region. Yes, Chase Hughes. Yeah, I miss working for him. Well, I do and I don't. I had to quit because it was really, and it wasn't anything due to him. It was just, it was taking over my life. And yeah, but I still absolutely love Chase Hughes. He is a great guy. Um, he took time when I was having issues, and he's super busy. He is really busy, but he took time out of his day, and I wanted to do like a 20-minute call with him. He took an hour with me, and he spent time talking me down, and then he introduced his entire family to me, and we sat and we chatted. It was like, man, that was really I mean, he didn't have to do that, and he really pours everything he can into his learning community. Um, I can't say enough good things about Chase Hughes. Um, I really do miss working with him. I might eventually. I don't know. I keep thinking it would be good to again, and it would be good to again. But the thing was is that we had a lot of training material with him. I have a lot I went through, but I had tons more I had access to, and I never took advantage of it because I was just so busy working. And it's like it finally, yeah, started to really make a. Oh, I'm sorry, Shannon Smith. You're English. You are but a mere neophyte in my presence. I, I am the typo god. I, I am a fully armed and operational typo god. There's no English thing that you could commit that I have not done hundreds of times. What did I do for? I was a moderator for him on. Oh, it wasn't NCI back then. It was called A. Oh, it was Cosmic. Hey, Cosmic.
Hello.
Chase was on the live the other day, and the others weren't. Chase was on the live. The live. You mean not Friday Night Live, but you're talking about in the behavior panel. Yeah, he's been doing that a lot lately. He gave me a lot of study material on one of the behavior lives. I can't remember what it was on, but he I asked him something. And he still remembers who I am, which amazes me because he's got brain issues too. He's got kind of the same thing that Tommy has going on. But yeah, he still remembers me, and he's exposed to thousands of people, and some of them are really big. But yeah, he gave me tons of medical papers and things like that on or psychological papers that I was looking into. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about him. Oh,
I'm just putting my headphones on.
oh,
Yeah, if I can find the hole.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. You can see in the background getting a massage. Oh, getting a massage and well, okay, the crotcheting. I'm sorry, crochet. If you want to go around pronouncing it correctly, fine. But yeah, the massage. Oh, I'm so envious. That
Okay, that's not
sounds
working.
that sounds interesting. Hmm. So it's middle of the day there.
Yep. Oh well, it's like 11 past 4 in the
Wow.
afternoon.
Okay.
It's been a big day for a Sunday.
You would know. You would. Okay. This thing, this restream. Okay. It will not. If I play a loud song, it will not go into this. Okay.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like let me demonstrate this. And this is cranked way up for a reason, not just making me deaf.
Oh, okay.
That's on my computer. What I was doing. Let me turn it off here because there. I was trying to sing Love Boat to thrash metal, and I was recording it hoping that it came out, but it didn't because Restream didn't get the audio from that. So I've been trying to figure out how to get the audio pipe from this in the Restream so I can have it in my headphones because if I don't hear it loud, I can't sing it loud. And I already thrashed my voice. Yes, is it? I guess it is Sunday there, isn't it?
Well, I guess you could share the screen and then it should play through Restream if you're sharing the screen that the music's playing through, I would think. Because that's how people share, like one of the videos, you can hear the audio when they share the screen, like when they do reacts.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. That's pretty damn smart. Yeah, and I think you can talk over it too.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. So yeah. Not bad. Okay, I got that. Okay. But yeah, and
That's why I always do wiggle thing.
what really disappointed me was like, because I recorded it and I thrashed my voice because it was, doing that. And yeah,
That'd be
sorry.
interesting if it's a Love Boat song.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
My stepmother was on the Love Boat once. She was actually, people could go on the Love Boat as actually.
Love, exciting and new. Come
Yeah, so she went on there as a child for some cruise. So, and she was like, you could see her walking across the screen. I was like, hey, that's my mom. Years later. Well, my stepmother, but yeah.
Yeah, I had to look it up. It was Love Shack that I was trying to sing. Love Shack,
Love
baby.
Yeah, I was thinking Love Boat would be pretty interesting.
But yeah, I was. I mean, and I'm trying to pick a song I haven't heard before. I'm trying to pick because this has songs without lyrics on it. So it's like, okay, that's cool. I'm trying to pick something I haven't heard before, a thrash metal song, preferably. Then try to sing that too. I mean, maybe listen to like a measure to try to get the tempo, but try to figure out where the one is. But yeah, yeah. So I'm going to try it again tomorrow if my voice recovers. Yeah, I'm trying to get Krista Melinda. I'm trying to one up Krista Melinda. So.
Car karaoke.
Yeah, she's good at karaoke, but I don't have a chance. I'm bass. I'm a bass with like 3/4 of an octave, so I don't have a chance. So, Yeah,
I
might as well
sound
do.
awesome when I'm singing, but I have the music up loud enough that I can't hear myself. So
Mm.
when I turn it down or when it stops all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God.
Well, man, I used to sing backing when I was in a bar band, but it's so much more forgiving because you can harmonize with the singer.
Yeah.
And you can sound like crap, but all you need is just to be close in pitch. You don't even have to be that close, and you just can sing into a mic while you're drumming, and it comes out sounding really good. Now, if you isolate that channel on the board, it sounds like crap. But
Yes.
you know,
That's why I was really good at choir and like musicals because there was
mm,
always other people singing as well and you can harmonize. And if you didn't feel like singing, you just pretend. Everyone
mm.
else was singing, didn't matter.
Well, yeah, and there was a radio station up in Phoenix. They got a hold of Wings, Paul McCartney and Wings. What was the woman's name? Linda McCartney. They got a hold of the board mix for her isolated channel, and they played it over the radio. And it's like it was, first of all, that was like really kind of not harmful, but that was really kind of disrespectful to her. I mean, because she's, and the thing is, your voice isn't going to be perfect anyway because you've been singing and talking all day, so your pitch is, you're you're probably nowhere close. And then she's backing, so she didn't have to be dead on.
No.
But yeah, they played it and they're making fun of her, and it's like I found that first I thought it was kind of funny, but then it's like thinking about it from her point of view, and it's like holy crap. And the thing is, she can sing, of course she can. But yeah,
Well, when you're a backup singer, you're not meant to overshine
yeah,
the main singer. So, when they do, everyone's like, "Oh, calm down, backup singer. We can hear you too much. You're doing too much."
yeah.
So,
Yeah, Kenneth, it was I was having to do Love Shack, Love Shack, Love Shack, baby. I was having to do it like that, kind of do the but yeah. And of course I couldn't get the timing right on headed out for where is it? So hurry up and bring your jukebox money and stuff like that because it's too hard to fit it in the 130 beats a minute. It's like so yeah, you just have to
that might have to be the one that you sing like them. It's always a crack up when someone's doing thrash and then all of a sudden you can hear them actually sing. It's like, oh wow.
Mm. Well, yeah, and that was one of my guitar instructors. His no, that was my guitar instructor. One of my guitars. His instructor was a guitarist for a band called Filter, and they were heavy industrial style. And the guy lived in Tucson, which was like that's odd, but that's why he went to him. But went up with him one time, and he's playing classical guitar. He's playing all this really beautiful crap, and his wife is in the Philharmonic playing flute. And it's like, what are you doing playing for Filter? You should be playing classical guitar, flamenco, and stuff like that. He's like, hey, I need a job. I need to eat. I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of.
Yeah, but you still don't really see flamenco guitarists sort of at restaurants,
Yeah.
Really, I don't really see them anywhere else.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Cool to go, That's always good to have. So, every restaurant needs their own guitarist
Yeah.
or musician.
And it's like if you play jazz, you have to get used to the idea if you're going to get paid for it, you only play jazz when people are eating because that's the only place you find jazz anymore is in restaurants. Really phenomenal musicians, but yeah, I'm like,
Oh, well, one of my stepdads, he was a classical jazz musician or, avant-garde as well. So he'd play one hand playing the piano and the other one was, he was playing a miniature saxophone. But yeah, he was playing one of those. And it was really to me, it sounded like elevator music all those years ago. And I actually said that to him. And now I think, oh my God. But he's had his music played in the Sydney Opera House. It's a song about my mother, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, Shades of Cheryline. So, and it was played, because he died, he had a brain tumor.
Mm.
But before that, he ended up having he was in a band called 10 Part Invention. He's actually on YouTube. There's stuff on YouTube. I get to
Mm.
see him in the jacket that I owned. He gave
Wow.
me. I got to keep his purple jacket.
Cool.
But yeah, it's really cool. And you just think these. Oh, that's what I was going. Where I was going with it. He ended up. The thing that he made the most money was being the piano man on a wedding show on our Channel 9 we have over here. It was like they got married on TV. So he was
Mm.
a piano guy in the back, and he earned tens of thousands of dollars doing that, and he never
Wow.
earned anything like it being his jazz musician himself, you know. But he got to travel the world, you know, went to Russia and all these different places being a jazz musician. So it was
Mm.
really cool. So, and he also played in there's a place called The Basement in
Oh.
Sydney, and
Mm.
he played for Denzel Washington. My mum met Denzel Washington there. She
Wow.
didn't even know who he was, which was really strange to me because she rang me up, you know, a couple of weeks later after she met him. She goes, I met this really nice fellow. He's an American. He says that he's an actor. His name's Denzel Washington. I'm like, Mum, we saw him in the movie. One of our favorite movies is Much Ado About Nothing. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's in that. And so
Mm.
we watch that all the time. And I'm like, he's that guy. He's a bad guy in it.
Yeah. Is that the one Keanu Reeves is in?
Yep. And
Yeah.
it's also got the chick from
Yeah.
she's the vampire chick now.
Oh
She's in
yeah.
it. That was her
Um.
first movie.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, Underworld. The chick from
Yeah.
Underworld.
Yeah. I
It's a
can't remember.
great movie. I love that movie. It's my favorite play. I love Shakespeare. So I
Mm.
read Shakespeare for fun. I'm a nerd, but yeah, no, it was really funny. So just doing that, you may not earn a lot of money, but you know you do it for the love,
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah.
So, but he's got, you know, sometimes I'll ring up ABC News. I mean, sorry, ABC Jazz over here and
Mm.
request some of his songs, and then him and his daughter and my mother get the royalties every time his songs are played. So they get like 30 cents every year because I'm ringing up saying, "Can you play this song for Mum, please?"
Mm.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's, you know, that's what I think. I think life's more about experiences. You know, it should
Mm.
be more about experiences than
Yeah.
things, because you
Yeah.
can have a lot of things and be miserable, and
Yeah.
have a lot of experiences and, you know, lead a bit more of an exciting life.
Oh yeah. And that was one
I
of the
just think
things
so.
that amazed me about so many musicians. Prince was a prime example. The drum. Well, actually, we still don't really know what happened to the drummer of uh, what the heck, Dave Grohl's band. But as far
Foo
as whether or
Fighters.
not if it was intentional or not, intentional suicide or not, but at least in Prince's case, he got hooked on not steroids. He got hooked on drugs because painkillers because had all these injuries from touring, and you have to make every single show, and your body just starts to wear down. And if you become injured like Prince, they found this with the case of Prince, where he had something wrong with like his shoulder or something, and he had to perform, or he thought he had to perform, and that's the way the record industry is
Well,
because
no one can play like Prince,
yeah,
so
and
that's one of the reasons probably why.
yeah, and um because it's one of those things that they drill into your head when you're an artist, apparently, at least in that level, is that if you stop somebody, there's like 100 other people ready to take your place, and it's like the only place they really get money. They don't get a whole lot of money from records, and so they make these touring schedules, and they have to hold to them because if they don't, then they're fined and all this other stuff. And yeah, it's just all this
Yeah, they
super
make most of
pressure.
the money from touring and
Yeah,
merchandise sales while they're touring. So,
yeah.
I guess that's where the money is. You've got to. That's why your mates, you know, instead of playing classical, that's why you'd be going around with a band because you earn much more
Yeah,
money doing it that way. So,
yeah.
because a lot of places actually, they don't even have a cover charge. So, you
Mm,
actually earn money on how many drink sales there are.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
one of the good ways of doing that, say if you're a DJ at in a nightclub, good way to send people to the bar is to change a song to nobody wants to dance to.
Mm,
So they'll go off and go get a drink, and yeah, because I had a boyfriend who was a DJ, and he
mm.
made most of his money on drink
Oh,
sales. Like he got a percentage, and
oh, yeah.
yeah, so every like 5-10 minutes or so, he'd put on a song that was unable to dance to, and everyone would poof, come back when you put the song on. Usually it was
Hmm.
like, I don't know, Apple Bottom Jeans, and that song gets everybody on the floor. So
There was
yeah, no,
there was one gal. What was her name? Mary Spender on YouTube. She did an excellent piece on the dark side of ambition. It was fascinating how much research she put into it. But yeah, she was doing it on Dave Grohl and whatever his name, and just how much pressure musicians are under and how they're destroying themselves. And of course, the record industry is making all kinds of money off of them, and they're barely.
yeah, and the records, like the record industry sucks. It's better, and especially they've got that whole I don't know if you've got The Voice over there, or what's the other
Yeah.
one? American Idol, I guess would be.
Yeah,
But so it's always better to be the one who comes second than the
yeah,
one who comes first, because you might get $1 million contract, but
Mm.
you have to earn that $1 million. So you don't actually get $1 million. You get
Yeah.
you get a small amount, but you have to earn them $1 million to buy
Yeah.
yourself out of that contract.
yeah,
So you're better off coming second.
yeah. And that's what happened to I can't remember her name.
Kelly
Uh,
Clarkson.
yes, because she said she couldn't even make enough money to tour. I mean, she said, I'm too poor to tour. And it's like she couldn't even. Wow, it's like, man, alive. And of course, the record industry is just getting real. The record industry, and of course, whatever show she was on, they're just getting all kinds of money. And it's like, this is you can't maintain this.
Yeah, well, one of the winners of The Voice. Actually, she was the first winner of The Voice, Carice Eden.
Mhm.
She was a friend of my family, sort of. My stepdad's. She was a friend of my stepdad's family, and she was the one who sort of brought that to light to me, or to us, about what was happening.
Yeah.
She won it, and you just think,
Mm.
and she ended up having to quit the industry for a while after, because it really wrecked her mental health. Like, they don't look after you; they just want to
Yeah.
bleed you dry for your talent, and
Yeah. Yeah, and they always have, and that was one of the things Mary Spender pointed out. If you're having issues, they'll just find a doctor, because of course the rec industry is very powerful. They'll just find a doctor to give you prescription painkillers, and here, this, what are you complaining about? Just take this, and of course then, okay, great. So now I'm injured and I'm hooked on drugs. Oh yeah, great combo. Oh yeah, but I mean, supposedly it's supposed to be getting better, but because I think all the pressure is on touring still, and they're they're trying to, a lot of artists are trying to figure out how can I do a touring without touring,
And they also have to make sure Taylor Swift isn't in town,
Yeah,
because she affects the whole country's economy. And that's why there was some, where was it? I don't know, somewhere like Thailand. There was some argument between two Asian countries around that area,
Mm.
because she had only play in that particular country contract for that area. So people had to fly in from neighbouring countries to see her.
Mm.
And that's not fair. That this one, it's not her fault. I mean, she's not the
Yeah.
one doing it. It's fan led. But the Swifties are nut jobs. You say anything about her, online, and you get like 100 people being all like either agreeing or disagreeing, because it's like they must have some sort of tag on her name or something, so
Yeah.
they see everything about her. But they're really terrible, because and she doesn't come out and say stop it. She doesn't come out and say stop, because I think Dave Grohl, there was something where he said something on stage, and then you get all these people telling him to go harm himself because he upset poor Taylor Swift, who really obviously, well, she did say something after it about how the band. Oh, that's right. He was saying something about the band, because his daughter said something about Taylor Swift flying all the flights she does, and she could do a bit better. For the environment or something, and then the Swifties came out and told her to hurt herself and all that sort of stuff, and it's just like, she doesn't care about any one particular fan, so why they are so crazy obsessed with her, or anyone
Yeah.
crazy fan, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because they don't know us, they don't think about us, they just want the money, and it's not even them guiding it a lot of times, it's their managers and
Yeah.
record companies and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, they're a slave to the system as much as the fans are. So that's probably why she can't come out and say it. But now she's got that crazy boyfriend as well. It's just like, wow. And the fact I even know about this and I'm not a fan, it's just like, I go on Twitter and then you see all this stuff and I'm like, oh, I get down a rabbit hole of Swifties. I'm like, wow. I'm really glad I'm famous.
I hear you. I wind up doing the same thing. So yeah, it's amazing how sometimes you can really get sucked into some rabbit holes with that. But it is interesting.
Well, I know all about these rapper beefs now because of that Kendrick Lamar song. So
Oh
I
yeah,
went down that rabbit hole, and so I'm like, goes all the way back to Tupac. I was like, wow. And then that P. Diddy thing, Diddy did it.
oh
He did.
yeah.
No, but it's like that's a whole nother rabbit hole, and sued Nike, and it's just like wow. And I like the music, but I don't know half of what the words say. I'm not really into that. But now I'm listening to it. I'm like, is that what that means? Ooh, that guy's that guy now. I'm like, oh, and Eminem. Everyone hates Eminem, but everyone
Yeah.
loves Eminem. It's all these rabbit holes.
Yeah, yeah. No, the way that him and some other guy were battling each other through their songs, it'd be
Yeah, Kendrick
insulting
Lamar
it.
and Drake, and some other dude who pulled out real quick. He's like, no, I'm not out of this one. But yes,
Oh.
I should probably go too. I've got to start thinking about getting some dinner ready. So see you, Mon. See everybody. And yeah, I hope you guys
Yeah.
have a good. It'll be Sunday there now for you, wouldn't it? Or nearly?
Well, in Arizona, we still got 30 minutes left, but I think since we're on the same time as California, it's pretty much everybody else in the country is on Sunday.
Oh yes. Well, have a happy Sundays.
You too.
Thank you.
You have
Hang
it.
on, my mouse has stopped working.
Oh, I
Hang
love
on.
that.
No, it's over there. I've got two screens now, and I lose the mouse arrow all the time. I'm trying to find it. So found it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're coming up on 2 hours, so I think I'm going to start circling the landing field here. Wow. It's really interesting, though, that um, uh, working at night, wow, that would just, I don't see how you do it, sweet tea. I could do it when I was younger. Oh my gosh, now it'd probably just about do me in. But, yeah, Cosmic. It was good to see her again. Ooh, there's a nose and septum piercing. Ow. I still don't get why I don't. That one. What the hell? What the hell is that one about? Or is that septum there? I guess that would be the septum up here. Oh, I don't understand that. I do not. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, that's right. Let's just see if this thing is still. Let's see here. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna install that program. That stupid thing just bombs out. Well, it was interesting doing the Spirit Talker. It didn't give us anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, I hear you. Good for you though. It is good extra money. It's just wow. I I can sympathize though. I work that shift a lot, and yeah, there's literally um. I mean, and the place I was at was out in the middle of oh gosh, over in the next valley over, and you know, you're in a guard shack. You don't have a computer. Okay. Um, all you have is a radio you brought with you, and all you can pick up is AM. And then we were talking earlier about coast to coast AM. That's about all you can pick up on the radio. Although I guess you're probably in a city, so you probably got FM and probably got some music. But yeah, I hear you. I understand completely. Um, it was funny. I was a Domino's pizza delivery guy, and I made more money working at Domino's Pizza than I did as a GIS technician when I was at the county for like the first 10 years. It's like, how does that work? But yeah, I have, I mean, hey, you keep the country running. Back in the day, I lost a bet and I had, ah, ah. Well, if this is a septum, though, if that's the one up there, that seems like that would create. It seems like you'd get a lot of infections up there. Oh man, I don't know. Wow, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Well, hey, at least it helps the night go though for you, and I'm glad you're. Yeah, I'm glad you can handle it. Um, I think a lot would also kill me with being a security guard was that too often there'd be another guard that couldn't make it, and I'd wind up doing his shift too. Oh my God, doing that from, I'm trying to remember how our shifts worked. I think we went, how did it work? Yeah, 9 to 5, 5, I think it was 5 to 12. No, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it must have been it. And then 12 to, oh no, to 1 o'clock. And then yeah, it was it. And oh my gosh. Yeah, that is just a killer. What 2 nostrils are. Oh, okay. So it's down here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's the one that's way up by the eyeballs almost? I see some people with a piercing there, and it seems like that is all hard. I don't. I don't. I don't get that. Oh, okay. And you are there. Yeah. Yeah. They make it almost too hard to say no. But hey, I mean, money. Um, so I guess you're running the cash register and that thing. I'm sorry. I defaulted to thinking about how things were back. I had a friend who worked in gas station, but it was full service. I don't think that even full service even exists anymore, does it? But yeah, I guess you would be running the register um, and restocking and stuff like that. Um, but man, that's good for you though. I mean, you're doing what? Yeah, I just wow. Um, man. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. What do you do to keep yourself awake? And or I guess you're busy, but I guess you can sit down and stuff like that. Only 2 states have full service. Yeah, I guess that would be Washington and wow. Yeah, I can't believe I'm still up. I didn't take any naps today. I didn't do anything. All I wound up doing today was basically trying to figure out how to make. Um, I kept redoing my outro video because I kept finding typos I made, and then working on an intro video. And of course, I didn't know even how to do the video software. That didn't help. Red Bull. Hey, I can see why Red Bull's addicting. Yeah, I mean, I know it's got a lot of sugar in there, which unfortunately I can't have, but some of those are good. I mean, yeah. And that's the thing is I'm finding out too is that caffeine helps with ADHD. And yeah, and of all things, I found out too that it's kind of I can tell I'm caught in a, what do you call it, downward spiral because, okay, I, I damaged my liver with some exposure, some stuff I had. And it's all getting worked out. It's fine. But I damaged my liver with weed killer and mold exposure. Okay. So what that did is I would, if I knew how to help, I would. Let's hit up KM tomorrow. Fully, dude. I'm fully in. But yeah, I do like Cosmic's idea of sharing the screen. I think that will work. I think where I share this app that has the songs on it to Restream. That will put it in Restream. The sound should come out of it, and I should be able to play with a mix doing that way too. Go into my headphones that way I can assault the microphone. Cosmic's pretty darn smart, but yeah. So I damaged my liver. Fine. I was on keto before. I mean, I was keeping my weight down, but then all of a sudden, even though I was on keto, my weight just kept climbing. Okay. One of the issues that I started having is uh, that's it also started my ADHD started getting worse. And I thought it was because of the damage I'd done to my liver. I'm a little more fatigued because of the blood condition I have where basically I'm producing too many red blood cells and it's fine. I'm not whining. It's easy enough to cure. All I have to do is keep giving blood, and eventually that iron deposit in my liver will get worked out. So I'm not bitching. But the thing is it makes you tired. And I thought that was making my ADHD worse because I'm fatigued. Well, turns out it is. But then, so I'm gaining weight because I'm no longer, my liver isn't working well. Fine. Well, turns out that weight also, fat cells, they produce something that also blocks a neurotransmitter that fights ADHD. So I'm kind of getting it on both ends. But, you know, that's one of the things I found was caffeine. And one, I quit tobacco, or not tobacco. I wasn't on tobacco. I was on nicotine. Nicotine retards ADHD. So, yeah, I've been finding out that, oh, this isn't going to show up. Caffeine. Um, this is caffeine supplement with L something. But caffeine works to keep ADHD at bay. So I've been doing that and several other things, ginseng, trying to keep it to where I can go back on my diet and just manage it that way. It's been better since I've had the caffeine. So yeah, I'm sorry. What brought all that up was the Red Bull. The Red Bull works for that. There are sugar-free versions of Monster. Oh, no kidding. They aren't good for you, but hey, yeah. I mean, as long as this isn't going to be like a lifestyle, yeah, you do what you do. You do what you can. Yeah, yeah. Do what you can to get through. And heck, you're probably still made of rubber, for pity's sakes. I miss being made of rubber. My gosh. I, I still like when I turned, like, what was it? 40 something. I tried climbing a flagpole, and it's like, oh no, you can't do this. Not after age 32. It's like, holy cow. That's when it first hit me. Like, crap, getting old kind of creeps up on you. And I always wanted to get into shape. There was this trick on SWAT, the show, where they would be able to ginseng. It seems to help. You do have to take a liberal amount of it, and it has to be, for whatever reason, it has to be the Korean red ginseng. Um, and I think the only reason why, I can't remember, I had somebody else look this up for me. What if the other kind was giving me headaches? So this seems to do okay. The Korean red ginseng, that seems to also help really well. But yeah, there was this trick on SWAT where they would they'd be walking toward a ledge of a overhang from a roof. You'd walk up to it, you'd grab the roof, and you would, using your gut, you would just you'd pull yourself up, and you could kick with your foot, and you could flip yourself back on the roof. No, not. I tried doing that at like 30, and it's like, oh hell no, you're not. No. So yeah, that's yeah. At that early age, I started knowing that it was creeping up on me. But filter, yes. Yeah, no, I'm not bad mouthing them, but it was just the guitar parts. Yeah. His name was Alan. He was the a touring guitarist for them. He was with them in the age of oh, what was that song? Oh, come on. Picture. You want to take my picture? That. Oh gosh. Oh, what was the other one? Dun, 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 dun. You take your money. Oh, come on. I think you're shit. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't believe I forgot the names of these songs. Um, just want to sit yourself down. Oh, come on. Oh well. Hey man, nice shot. I know that was one of them. But yeah, he was with them at that age, and I guess the band pretty much switched out because I guess they're still around, but like everybody quit back then. Um, oh come on, that's gonna bug me. Oh, FIL filter albums, BUMS. Oh come on. Title of record. What was the other one? Ama, Amamut, Amalgamut. Yeah, that was about that age. But yeah, they I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not bad mouthing Filter, but it was just seeing him because the guitar work is, I'm not bad mouthing it, but the guitar work they do is pretty much power chords because they want that wall of sound. And they'd use Fender Helicasters with the staggered pickups, and so yeah, they were producing big sound, but it wasn't. I mean, just seeing him play classical guitar, he's like doing all the stuff where you take your pinky, you break it, you put it way down here, and you ground on this up on the E string. And I have big hands. It's like I couldn't. It's like, man, you have to have like your fingers broken to do this. Some of the fingering he was doing is really oddball. It's like your hand doesn't look like a hand anymore. It looks like a crab. Um, but yeah, it was just a phenomenal. I did find it interesting though. He was trained in come on, the same thing that Lethal Weapon was, ninjutsu. He was like a black belt in ninjutsu. And when we went up there, he's like, "Look at this. This Helicaster I had, the neck just broke off of it. I just set it down." And like, yeah, I think he probably, oh yeah, poof, and probably gave it a good punch. The Foo Fighters, and who did they wind up getting for the drummer anyway? I've been meaning to look at that. Um, yeah, I really do like Foo Fighters, and it's a shame because It's not a shame that I like them. It's a shame I didn't really get into them until after wow, I can't believe I can't remember the drummer's name. You'd think I'd thought of all people I'd remember, but Taylor Hawkins. Um, and I've heard a lot of their songs. It's just I didn't know that's who it was. I always pictured Foo Fighters of being, for whatever reason, because Dave Grohl, I thought they'd be more, a little harder and a little more garage-ish. But yeah, it's like, man, I really do like the music they do. Good band. Yeah, Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl's a phenomenal guy because he's also he's just super nice. And he's actually still humble, which is something you almost never even hear about for a professional musician. I mean, usually if you talk about prima donnas, those guys are like always the worst. Um, but yeah, phenomenal guy. There was a great episode of him on Hot Ones, and it's this show on YouTube. Um, you can find it really easy. But yeah, he's on this episode of Hot Ones, and they just eat hot wings, and they get progressively hotter. And finally, the last one was Apollo hot sauce, and I'd be interested to try it again because I actually got Apollo. Um, I did this little Hot Ones chicken wing set, and it came with little packets of all their hot sauce, and you would do the same thing. And yeah, Apollo kicked my ass, but I don't think Apollo hot sauce is as hot as a Tube of Terror. So I'd be interested to try it. Of course, now unfortunately my heat tolerance has gone way down again. But yeah, build it back up. I'd be interested to try it. And I know Dave Grohl did great because he's finally saying that at the end of it. You've probably seen it. Where at the end of it, he was saying, because yeah, the host is like his mouth's burning and Dave Grohl's fine. He's like, I have an admission to make that every night after practice, I'd eat a teaspoon of this. Like, holy hell! He said eat that with a couple of beers, but wow. I guess he's it'd be interesting to see. I wonder if Tommy, or not Tommy, Johnny. I wonder if he's ever reached. Probably not. I think, but it'd be interesting to see what if yeah, Tuba Terror is no joke. Oh yeah, I was shocked. I was able to do a test for self hypnosis. I bought. Not even gonna look at it. Um, I got a book on self hypnosis because I'm still trying to get hypnosis down, and I thought that'd be a good place to start, just doing the self hypnosis. And I know self hypnosis it's nowhere close to regular hypnosis because it's nowhere near as effective because you're having authority issues and things like that. A lot of hypnosis is reliant upon authority, the the perceived authority of the other person, and if you don't have that, it makes it a lot harder. Um, but I was able to get myself to go from half half of a nut to two or three when I was at my prime. I'd have to work at it again. Um, yeah, and I've been laying off because my diet was kind of doing stuff to me. But yeah, I did a half a nut. I did a half a nut for, jeez, a month, two. Um, so yeah, I need to work on that and get it built back up. It's only been it's been a week, so I don't know. I don't know where my heat tolerance is. I love looking up Tube of Terror gone wrong. Yeah, Tube of Terror gone wrong. Oh, that is so gratifying. Um, Oh, I only did 2 to 3 nuts. I never did all. Yeah, I could never handle an entire tube. But man, the people on some of these challenges that their heat tolerance is just through the roof. I saw a gal do it. One of the people did was a gal, and I mean, when she finished, she was almost crying. But that's a lot better than most of the other people I've seen to even try it. There's a couple snotty kids, if you could probably find it. Um, a couple snotty kids try it. One of them tried like 2 nuts. The snotty kid who was doing the test, he like grabs a handful, and his friend next to him did like one. And it's like 2 of them are just like, ugh. The guy who did like the handful, he's got snot running, and he's crying, and I think he wound up throwing up and all this. Oh, it was pretty funny too because I saw Johnny and Tommy at when they were in Tucson at one point, and they were going around. And Johnny was giving Alf and everybody a nut. And at that point, I could have taken it, but I didn't eat lunch because I was planned on eating up there. I intentionally starved myself because I wanted to limit the number of calories I was having, and because I didn't eat, I refused, and I'm so glad I did. But there was one guy who had his wife with him, and Johnny asked them if they ate, and they said no. He said, well, this is very hot. And I don't know if they didn't believe him or what, but sure enough, they tried it. And yeah, the gal wound up deep sixing in the toilet. I think the husband did too, or was it another one? It might have been, but yeah, Johnny was like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry." She's like, "I don't like that stuff anymore." Johnny was just like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that." Oh man, it's not your fault, dude. But, oh wow, yeah. Well, and what I'm finding solace in is the fact that what got me started on the tube of terror was I did um, I went to the local store here for a restaurant, and Benson, how do I say it? It's on an interstate. It's a really small town. It's a town you drive through, not to. Bisbee is a town you drive to. Maybe even Tombstone, still pretty small. But Benson, no, you drive through it. Nobody in their right mind lives here. Okay. So as a result, a lot of the stores here they cater to tourists and people off the interstate line. So a lot of the hot places you get like I don't know, like come on, Earl, you're a madman. I'm driving 45 miles an hour. Oh, you're going too fast. I mean, it's your typical tourist. I mean, you're kind of a really lumpy guy and just, just looks like he's never seen the sun ever. Okay, I get that's the way these restaurants are, and I knew this. I've had their hot wings once, and it was nothing. Like so, that last time I went and I said, you give me hot wings, and the guy's like, kind of, yeah. I said, no, make them extra hot. He's like, yeah, no, make them really hot. No, fine, make them as hot as you can make them. You're not up for that. No, go ahead. Come on. Well, yeah, they kicked my ass. But, I mean, I got through them. Well, no, not all of them. Can't remember how many I brought home. 2 or 3. But yeah, it did number on me. Okay. He's like, oh, you're not going to ask for that again, are you? So that's why I'm doing this. They're nowhere near as hot as one of these. Nowhere near it. So I'm hoping to build my heat tolerance up, go back there, just to zing the guy and say, give me your hottest wings, and then Bite me, Bubba. But yeah, all that's just to sing a guy. So yeah, yeah, I've seen that a lot. It's so funny when you look up, Tuba Terror gone wrong. You could find so many people. It's like they're all big shot, and I don't know it. Seeing that one gal, she tackled the entire thing. I mean, she wasn't in good shape, but she tackled the entire thing. She was cussing out Johnny though by the end of it, but still, it shows me, yeah, it's possible. Um, what? Yeah, 13 million. Okay. Yeah, I was never quite sure how hot it was. Um, Now I don't know how hot Apollo hot sauce is because they keep saying it's not rated, but um, I do. It's been a long time since I had Apollo, but I do know this is a lot hotter than that. And Apollo used to be the hottest one on Hot Ones. Of course, I heard that they changed it to Pepper X. Pepper X. But Johnny had it shown, and he found that Pepper X was actually pretty weak. Not if you're a chili head weak, like it was in the tens of thousands, I think, maybe 60,000 Scoville. Okay. And how hot? Do you happen to know how hot you can get a hot sauce up to? I mean, for some reason, I don't think hot sauces get this hot. I mean, I thought you had to get like crystals and stuff like that to get it as 14, 16 million. I'd be interested to see how hot you can get a hot sauce. I gotta shoot my eye real quick. Pepper X is a myth. Yeah, that's exactly what. So I'm wondering because I thought I heard, maybe I'm wrong. I thought I heard him. I thought I heard Johnny say at one point on Hot Ones they had their scale of hot sauces. And I know Apollo used to be the hottest. I thought I heard Tommy say if they replace that with Pepper X, which if they did, and it's only in like the 60,000 Scoville heat unit range, doesn't seem like much. But I mean, well, compared to 13 million. Um, oh, there we go. Only 64,000. Yeah, Scoville. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. But I'd be interested to see what the hottest hot sauce is. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Well, doggone it, Chris and Melinda never came on. Oh, but now I know what to do. Now I know. Yeah. Wait a minute, I wonder if I can just do it now. Let's see, how do you share? Let me make sure this is separated from that. Does this have anything else on it? We'll close this. Okay. Share screen. Now I want the one that says royalty free. That's right, because it costs me money. It better be royalty free. Well, no, you can still pay money. That's right. You can still pay money for something and you'd still have royalties, so you'd be screwed on YouTube. I don't see it. Stream beads, restream, new tab. Crap, where is it? Okay, let me try closing some browsers completely. What's this? We'll close that one completely. We'll close that. We'll close that. Okay. Now, we'll cancel. We'll redo this. I'm just trying to see if I can do this here. Oh, Restream. No. Oh, this is bugging me. Doggone it. Oh, I wanted to run through this with test. Oh, wait, window. Duh. Haha. Yes, here we go. Share. Studio is sharing to a window. Okay, wasn't on the screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, let me see if you can hear this. I mean, now my voice is thrashed, so there's no way I could do it. Turn this down. Let me know if this works. That's not the song I had earlier. Yeah, I think that's how I can do it. I think that will work. That was pretty smart. I just got to find the song again, but yeah, I think that will work. Oh yeah, I'll just keep track of I just want to make sure I can do this. No, okay, but that'll work. Cool. So now I can go back and do my. Oh, no, this is interesting. Okay, there. Cool. So I got this. I can play music through that on here, and I'll be good. Hellfire hot sauces are among the hottest. You happen to know how hot they are? You can't hear it. Oh yeah, I got this. I freaking got this. Yes, Rod Stewart and not Milli Vanilli and anybody from B-52s. They are going to be weeping. Oh, it's going to be epic. I will be victorious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to be Kristen Melinda is going to owe me. She's going to say, "Oh, I bow down to you." I'm going to say, "Yeah, yeah." Now who? No. Actually, truth be told, the only hope I have is to go for the humor aspect. Either do like B-52s to thrash metal, or go to maybe go to out try to get sing it completely out of pitch, because there's especially B-52s with the female singing. I won't even try it right now with how I thrash my voice already. But there's no way on this planet I could hit the pitch. So actually, no, it's really flat. Love Shack, baby. No, it's not that flat. Love Shack. I couldn't do it now. I might be able to hit it. We'll find out after my voice heals. But which is interesting. There's a video of what do you call them? Oh gosh, Living on a Prayer. What was that guy's name? Living on a Prayer. Runaway. Oh, she's a little runaway. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Actually, thank you for that. I was meaning to get to that. And Jim, let me get this real quick. Let me write this down. Oh, come on. What happened to the window? And I know this will get easier as time gets on, too. I'm not used to doing it, but there we go. I'm going to try to type this in here. Jim, come on. You piece of... There. You lovely computer, you. There we go. Jim, Gaffigam. American stand-up comedian. Okay. Let me go ahead and save this so I know to hit it in case I accidentally shut my computer down. Bon Jovi, yes. But yeah, there was an Academy. No, it's when he got inducted to the Hollywood Hall, to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Everybody who attended said that that there was just something off, and what it was he had, because he was doing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he did a lot of radio spots, radio stations. He'd come and talk to this guy. He did a lot of interviews, talk to this person. And it turns out the performances until like 11 o'clock at night, he had been talking all day. So the end result is, when you do that, you think you're hitting a pitch and you're not. Your voice is thrashed. So he was way out. Well, and that's fine. Do that. But the videos, the record company he's with took and they pitch corrected his voice on the videos. I mean, it's a live video, but the stuff that you can find, the recorded, it's all been pitch corrected. And you could tell the telltale signs of it. And people were bad-mouthing John Bon Jovi. And it's like, if you want to badmouth him, fine. But you can't badmouth him about that because he didn't have any choice in it. Now, I'll badmouth him about other things, yeah. But, yeah, you can't badmouth him about that. It really wasn't his choice. So, but that's one thing. I think a lot of I shouldn't hold Bon Jovi responsible for the number of people who've tried to sing Living on a Prayer drunk. I've heard, we're almost there, living on a prayer. I've heard. There's a layer of hell. And I'm hoping to put Kristen there when I get done with my song. Yeah, and he had one in Prescott. The one in Prescott shut down. But yeah, I've heard, and it seems like everybody at and I don't know why I hung out at a karaoke bar for a short time. Well, small town, not too many places to choose from, but you would hear that song like 13 times a night. Really? It's like, if you're going to try it, I understand girls are going to sing it because they have the range for it. They can get the high E's that he hits, but not drunk. And of course, well, I guess it's one of those things where it's artificial courage. So they think, first of all, you think you're rich, then you think you're good looking, and then no, you think you're good. I don't remember what the order is. I guess with those people, it'd be they think they drink enough to where they think they can sing in pitch. But oh my. Okay, people. Well, I do hope Sweet Tea makes it through the night. Jersey Shores in my 20s. Oh, Jersey Shore. Wait a minute. Jersey Shore was. It wasn't Bruce. That was one. Wow, we might be close. No, I think you're probably 10 years younger than me. No, we're probably much younger than that. Jersey Shore was. Yeah, okay, anyhow. Yeah. I lived through the 70s. Back in my day, young lady, we had to walk 10 feet through shag carpeting both ways to change the channel on a television set. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm still older than you, but yeah. You trust me, I'm older than you. But, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when the show was. And the only reason why I remember the show was it was, they asked these kids things like, what's the country to the south of the U.S.? And they would say things like Albania and things like that. Or it's, yeah, the country to the south of the U.S. And then they asked them who Snooki was or what show Snooki was. And they would say things like, yeah, Jersey Shore. So it's just like, wow. They'd ask them what when the Constitution was signed, um, all this stuff, and they couldn't get all this stuff, but everything social media they were answering, and I know that a lot of them was Jersey Shore questions. So I still can't remember when it was, but yeah, well, that's good though. It's good to be around people who were in the '80s. So yeah, yeah. Oh, I just miss everything being simple, and things aren't that way anymore. Ah, jeez. Show was a train. I never saw it. Um, that was on MTV, I think. I was really disappointed. MTV started. I guess they had like another channel. They started putting music videos on, but I mean, A&E used to be arts and entertainment. They haven't done that. Sci-fi used to have sci-fi. Um, now the last time I ever saw sci-fi, it was all wrestling. Pauly D the Snitch. The only thing I ever think of is Pauly Shore, but I don't know what happened to that dude. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what TV does to people. Yeah. Um, it's like a lot of people in. I have one of my friends I met in Chase Hughes, who was also a moderator. She's from Amsterdam, or Amsterdam, and it's amazing the stuff that Don't you have like race wars? No, but they learn everything through television, so that's what they think the U.S. is like. Friday night videos. Yeah. Oh man, I miss. There's a lot of stuff I miss. So I mean, we didn't, and that, and if you didn't know lyrics to a song, you were screwed because you couldn't find them anywhere. Unless you had the album or had access to a record store. But yeah, now of course you can find them. I will tell you this much: drumming is a lot easier now because, especially a small town, southern Arizona, um, you couldn't find drum tablature anywhere. Um, and now, not only can you find drum tabs, tablature written music, not only can you find that for everything, you can find videos on it, which helps you pick it up so much faster. And oh my gosh, yeah, so it's a lot easier to pick up drumming. We had to actually have an ear. Um, Wonder of the Lord. I still remember that song. Oh crap, this got in my head too. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't last long. Of course, now people use cable like me. I use cable for internet. I don't use it for television. I don't even have television. Um, yeah, I don't have television at all. What I do have is Discovery Plus, which unfortunately I don't even watch that. Um, of course, like Prime and things like that. But I used to watch Discovery Plus for a lot of the crap. There was a few ghost shows I used to watch on there, and they're all gone. I mean, I guess you can still watch Zack with Ghost Adventures, but I mean, everybody else is. So, yeah. There's still some good shows on it, though. iStream. iStream 300. Yeah. Craziness for cable. Wow. 300 a month. Good gods. Yeah, mine. Yeah, I can't. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Gee whiz. I'm still trying to figure. I thought cable internet was still faster than fiber, but maybe I'm wrong now. They might have gotten fiber faster. I know you had T4s for a while that were like 3T3s, 3T1s that were in parallel. Um, but yeah, I have just internet, got rid of cable. Yeah. And I started adding streaming channels. Yeah, and I'm thinking about adding a couple more because, like, I have Discovery Plus. Um, I'm trying to remember what else I watch. I think I just. Oh, that's right. I just hooked up YouTube too. Yeah, that was it. I was trying to remember what else I had on my television. It was YouTube. Just because I can sit at the bike and then I have this television. Good gods! I bought a bigger screen television. It's probably had less than. It's like, geez, probably 8 years old. Maybe if you're lucky, maybe it has 80 hours of watch time on it total. Um, I just never use it. I just use computer for everything. I should slave my. I should slave that for a third screen. It would never fit on my desk. I gotta clean my desk off too. But yeah, cable's overrated. I pay $100 to stream. I don't have cable TV either. Yeah, yeah. I just have a cable web. Some phone carriers have streaming channels including. Yeah, here, unfortunately, where I'm at, we don't really have a lot of options. I know DSL here sucks. I'm not saying that if you have DSL, I'm not saying anything about your. I know the DSL here sucks. Um, so you have that. Um, or cable. I think that's it. There is wireless, but yeah, the transfer rates on it are just horrendously. Well, no, I think you can get good transfer rates if you're close to a broadcaster. But I've heard a lot of people complain about they have really lousy transfer rates, and a lot of people have out in the sticks. They use Verizon for web, which don't get me wrong. Hey, and I guess it works. But hi, Janet G. Wow, you're up late. Yeah, I haven't heard. Yeah, they still have DSL here. Um, there was I work for a transmission provider. They were playing with IP over power lines for a while. I never went anywhere, but it would have been, maybe they couldn't get that could be it. It might have been that they couldn't get the rates high enough, maybe the data rates. But the advantage of it is just horrendous because if you could have, and that's what they were playing with. They're playing with using power lines, but shipping IP over it because all a power line is just electrons vibrating. That's all it is. So you can there's still a lot of cable there that you could ship signal through. And, of course, you would need special equipment. I mean, you'd have to have something on your, but the advantage is you have the infrastructure everywhere. You have to, unless you're running. I mean, maybe if you exist on solar only, but everybody else has power. So yeah, you could ship web over it, but they must have run into some kind of problem because I know our company was looking at it for a while, but I stopped hearing about it. So who knows? Well, and some make this like owls, but since I have Google Fiber, yeah, I know a lot of people are going with fiber. Tommy was talking about having fiber at Quibs, so I don't have too much problem with cable, but every now and again, my transfer rates are fine, but I don't do a lot of online gaming anymore. Kind of miss that. I have a barn owl that hangs out outside in my backyard. Wow. I don't have many owls. I just have I have quail, of course, but I have this, what do you call it? Cardinal. I swear the thing must be domesticated because he'll let you walk up within 3 feet and he'll sit there and chirp at you. And what he's usually waiting for me to I feed the quail just because, truth be told, I'm a mercy. I feel sorry for him. So I feed the quail. The quail look like bowling balls. And they're still judgy. That's what gets me. The quail, I feed them. They're all fat. And they still judge me. I know they judge me. But, yeah, so the cardinal. Yeah, geez. I have a Lapua feeder. Yeah. I'd be surprised if people knew what Lapua was. 338? 338? 338? It's been a long time. Cable companies, my internet provider. Yeah, I do the same. I'd get interruption while watching a show. Movie had to reset about. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Huh. Yeah, we get interruptions every now and again. It's usually a piece of equipment that fails somewhere, so then they have to replace it. But I've actually been fairly well off. But I don't think any of the companies here will even offer. Yeah, 338. Okay. Yeah, I used to work at a store. We sold a couple of those. We rented a 50, and unfortunately, everybody would take it. They would had 50, had nice glass on it, a lip hold with a PDC, a whole 9 yards. People would take it out and shoot it at like 40 yards, 50 yards. Like if you're going to do that, at least do penetration tests. See how many Barbara Walters VHS tapes it'll go through or something. But oh well. Intimidated by a fat bird. They judge me. they judge me. And it's not one, there's a bunch of them. And the thing is, I know they're fat. I should feel guilty about it, but the way I don't feel guilty about making them fat is I keep thinking the coyotes will eat the quail, and it's kind of contributing to the what do you call that, circle of life. But I guess the coyotes don't get this close to our houses, so yeah, we got fat quail. And what gets me about it, they will cross in front of my driveway here, and they just take their sweet time. And someday I'm going to have enough, and I'm going to keep going. But truth be told, I still break for quail. They still cross in front of me. Yeah, that's my life. Yeah, that's one way of putting it, Jason. Wow. Is raising game birds, pheasants. Wow. Wow, I must have bumped my head at some point. I got a bruise. Well, not a bruise, yeah, I think I did. Yeah, at one point my head was bleeding. Hmm. Wow. Oh, I think I know when. Yeah, I was working on my car or something. Yeah. Love owls. But I love my dog. Yeah. I've seen some of those owls get huge too. Yeah. Wow, I really did a number on myself. I agree. Hmm. Ah. Okay. Well, you know what? Been almost 3 hours. I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to call it. But I do hope you all have yourselves a fantastic evening. I do hope, sweet tea, you're able to get through the rest of your night. You got to be getting pretty close to quitting time. Um, unless if you're the same time zone as us. But even then, I mean, 12:30 here. So, yeah. Hey, I want to thank you all for. Oh, Jason, the pleasure was all mine. But yeah, thank you all for spending the night with me, and um, especially I'm still trying to get this all worked out. I mean, it's I would be on camera a little bit with, or not camera, I'd be on YouTube a little bit with Carol, but she was always the one running it. I just there's a little bit more to it than I expected, but I do hope y'all have a good evening. And oh, let me know if any of you spot any typos in my outro. I don't think there is any. I've gone through and fixed so many typos in it. Um, there shouldn't be any more in there, but you never know. That's the nature of them. Is I swear I could look right at it and not see it because I see what I intend that word to say, not what it does. But I do hope you all have a great evening, and I will catch you all more later. Goodbye.